All right. Deuce Part 2. Tacoma Famous is in the place. I'm going to be blunt for a moment as we discuss item number 2, the variant that's more deadlier than Delta. I don't care if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated. That's your choice. But just remember, your choice will have consequences for you and your family. It's your choice. It's your choice. If you want a safety net, you can have a safety net. If you don't want a safety net, then don't get a safety net. You don't have to. Just make sure that your affairs are in order if you refuse the safety net that's being offered. Because somebody's got to raise your child, and they shouldn't raise your child being broke. Get that, set something up. Get that in order. Heaven forbid, though, man, heaven forbid that your child dies before you, and you have to live with the fact that you might have been able to save your child. You may have been able to give your child that extra life by providing that safety net. But no, I'm not trying to guilt trip you or anything like that. That's your choice. It's strictly your choice. Please do not get me wrong. Vaccinated or unvaccinated, we are all going to die. We're going to die no matter what. So you got to get your affairs in order. Get your life insurance, get your burial policy, get a will, whatever you need to do to get your estate, your affairs, do that. I'm tired of seeing people on their deathbed saying, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have did. Man. Yeah, anyway, I know I got off into a tangent. Let's get back to the subject. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to inform you. Come September, all the way to December, you are going to have 2 variants of COVID-19 that will outpace Delta. Delta's going to start to decline. You're going to start to see a decline in Delta. But while they're declining, there are 2 variants that are going to start to go on the rise. See, a lot of y'all ain't focusing on things right now because y'all are off in this Afghanistan thing, and y'all never been involved in Afghanistan for 20 years, and now all of a sudden you're so wrapped up in Afghanistan you can't deal with bus stop issues. I'm trying to help you out with these bus stop issues. Come October and November, I'm going to pause right here because you need to have, this is my public service announcement warning. And remember, I was the one that warned you about the chicken shortage. I warned you about the car sale prices. I warned you about mandates. I warned you about school closures. I warned you. What you choose to do with that information, that's up to you. So I'm going to warn you again. Expect a rise in cold and flu-like symptoms this year. There will be an upper respiratory disease that will become an epidemic in certain states. There will be an increase in chickenpox, in the measles. Whooping cough will make a return to certain parts of the United States. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to inform you. I'm trying to make you aware of what's going to happen. Because come October and November, the first variant that's going to outpace Delta is going to be the Lambda variant. Doesn't spread as fast as Delta, but it is a concern because we will be entering the start of the flu season before the American public become aware of the Lambda variant. Right now, there's only about 600 cases, and we're so focused on the Delta variant that our doctors are not even looking at the Lambda variant to see what it does, just because there's so few cases. It's not even on the CDC radar. Do not let yourself get unprepared. Do not get caught unprepared about this Lambda variant. It is coming. It is coming, and it's coming, and it's going to hit right around the time flu season starts. Make sure your child's are caught up on all of their shots. If that's what you do, make sure they're caught up on their shot. If you don't get your child vaccinated, make sure you are prepared for the consequences of what's going to happen. I'm going to come up and I'm going to give you some remedies later on. All right. Now, here's the second variant. You might want to sit down for this one. There's a variant that's coming in the next 2 to 3 months that's going to spread all across America if Florida and Texas don't do something about the spread of their COVID-19. Texas and Florida have to get on the ball. In order to prevent this variant from overtaking us, Florida and Texas got to do something. This variant is so brand new, it doesn't even have a Greek letter yet. The mysterious virus is only known as B.1.6.21. Remember that. B.1.6.21. Research it, Google it if you don't believe me. B.1.6.21 has not spread to the rest of the U.S., but it is accounting for 10% of the COVID cases in Florida. Man, remember, Delta started out as only 10%, and look what Delta is doing now. That's why Florida and Texas have got to do something about their COVID-19. They cannot continue to let this get this thing on check. Because what's going to happen, the immigration of Floridians to other part of the U.S. will spread B.1.6.21 like a wildfire. I do not know the future, but I'm hoping that my systematic research is not accurate and the information that people are sharing me from Howard, from Morehouse, from Johns Hopkins, from Swedish, from the UW, from University of Alabama is not correct. I'm hoping that it is wrong. I'm hoping that all the data that they're putting in this computer is wrong and the algorithms are off. However, if these algorithms are correct, come October, we will have a day of reckoning in America. Measles, chickenpox, the flu, cold, and COVID-19. Florida and Texas, y'all need to plead with those governors, those public officials. They can prevent this thing from spreading. Florida and Texas, they got to step up. They can prevent this from overtaking us in the fall. I hope everyone is stocked up in cold and flu medicines. If you check the expiration dates, make sure they're all good. Get you some ibuprofen, some aspirin, get it all. And some of the old folks, it's time to go back to the old school. Let all these millennials and Gen X, Y, and Z, let them buy up the Clorox. You get yourself some Pine Sol, Lysol, sulfurate, oatmeal, sardines, calamylation, and Vaseline. And you're going to be all right. Remember the basics. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Keep your fingers out of your nose, your ears, your mouth, and your eyes. And you're going to get through this thing. I'm Tacoma Famous. I'm going to catch you guys in a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to do discussion item 3. That's going to be called Get That Job Now and Stop Listening to These So-Called Experts. I got to go. I'm going to get funky like a monkey.